Jacques, what do you think farming will look like in the future?
I think there's gonna be a lot of computers and a lot of lasers, but hopefully I'm wrong.
Hopefully we're wrong. Hopefully there's still humans involved in the process. But today, Jacques and I, with our combined 20+ years of gardening experience, are going to look at some futuristic gardening and farming hacks. All right, Jacques, kicking it off with, it looks like some crazy laser technology out on a farm.
This is pretty wild, and it's from NVIDIA, which is actually surprising. You might have known them from the AIA world, but here they're using their power for good, I guess, because they're identifying little weeds in the field, and then some crazy high-powered laser. It's just blasting it.
Smoke that weed, it just lit.
It's literally catching on fire in the moment.
That is wild. So it looks like you can do 3 rows of crops at once, and it's on like a big tractor that's hanging over. To be honest, especially if you could power that with electric, that would be pretty interesting.
I like this. This is the future that I appreciate because this requires no pesticide, no manual labor to go out there and pull it. And I know that this has existed in the past, but I think the main issue is that it's always been too slow.
Maybe too expensive too.
Yeah,
right?
So hopefully this is actually making it faster and probably saving on a lot of chemical use out there.
Yeah, imagine a world where you not only don't have to fertilize as much, but you don't have to spray.
Yeah.
Would be really nice. And commercial agriculture could be really nice. So this one has at least my stamp of.
Yeah, I approve.
All right, Jacques, next up, we've got a little robot. Looks like one of those delivery bots that you see on the street sometimes, which is crazy to me that that even exists.
I'm not ready for that.
I was wandering around LA and I see them going on the sidewalks. I'm like, where are we? The Waymo's going by.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have an automated robot that looks like it's basically growing leafy greens.
Yeah. And the question is, can you trust a robot to grow your salad?
I think you can trust a robot to grow. Salad is the simplest thing to grow.
Yeah.
You're growing leaves, they grow in under a month, especially in a hydroponic environment. My biggest gripe about systems like this that I've seen them fail. I've seen whole companies go under because they can't sustain the cost of running the infrastructure. Because you know, when you look at a company like a Gotham Greens, which I went and did a tour a couple years ago, they're growing on a rooftop using natural sun. It's hydroponic, but they're using sun. They have supplemental light, but it's not only what they use. Whereas this system looks highly compact.
It's fully using energy because they're stacked on stacked.
So without lights, there's literally no light at all.
They claim to use 95% less water and have 50% less emissions.
Yeah.
I think for something like lettuce, arugula, little salad mixes, I'm probably okay with it. In general, I always question hydroponic versus soil and the nutrient and flavor. But I think it's probably fine.
I think when it gets to lettuce, like, let's just be honest.
Yeah, it's
most of these, we did an 18 lettuce tasting, and there actually is a lot of difference.
There is.
But we grew them as professional gardeners in our own soil. You know, there's a little different, but I'm curious to see where this one goes.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to poop.
I'm not fully against it.
Okay, next up we've got,
What the heck?
You know, I almost got tricked and thought this was like one of those Blossom scam videos, but this looks real.
No, this looks real.
This looks real. So it looks like they're calling it the eggplant tree. You know, what's true is eggplants, tomatoes, peppers, they're all solanaceous crops. We've done a lot of videos on how you can overwinter a pepper. You can overwinter an eggplant too. You have eggplants that are like 3-4 years old.
Yes, and they keep producing. Every year they grow a little faster. In this case, it looks like they grafted it onto some sort of related solanaceous plant. That
Solanum torvum is a perennial, a well-maintained grafted eggplant can continue producing for 8 to 9 years. So as long as they graft on something in the same family, a solanaceous plant, I've never seen, to be honest, I thought this was like good pruning and training.
Yeah, that's what I
it was
thought
off
too.
the same root.
Yeah.
But no, it looks like they grafted actual eggplants to a different Solanum variety that's a perennial, like the notes say, so you can grow it season after season.
Maybe we should try that.
This is the first time I've seen this.
Yeah, I know.
It's actually
I'm
really cool.
excited.
We've done grafted potatoes into tomatoes. We've done grafted tomatoes. We haven't done this level.
This is cool.
The problem is I don't like eggplant that much.
I like it. Yeah, I like
rain
it.
Eggplant.
I don't need terrain.
But this is a very cool technique. We'll do some more grafting next season, so make sure to subscribe. All right, we've got a root in a square hole with a rope, and I
think I see where it's going.
I think they're doing some sort of wicking.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is an interesting, I gotta say, like, I think this is a cool technique.
I've never actually really tried it like this. In theory, it should work.
It should work.
I like that it's attached directly to the root, so hopefully the water goes straight.
Well, because
it's capillary action too, right?
It's double capillary action, really, because you're pulling from the bucket down the wick into the soil, which is hitting the core right around that root zone and then expanding outwards from there.
Yeah, and the dry soil's pulling and the roots are pulling.
So it should pull, like, you notice how they loose packed that as well? It should pull that all right out into that square. So you should have basically a cubic foot of really nice moist
Interesting
material.
way to establish, or maybe a little vacation setup.
Yeah, look, not all futuristic farming looks futuristic. This is a great technique.
Yeah.
And it's automated as anything else. Okay, looks like a banana. You should literally dig up your banana plants, cut them down, and replant the bottom of it upside down. Okay, I'm interested. He had my attention.
Yeah.
He has my curiosity.
Upside down.
Banana corm.
Why?
Well, the corm is, of course, the thing that's going to reproduce.
Yeah.
Collecting nutrients. Yeah, why upside down though? So he's cutting all the roots off.
It's literally just a chunk.
So he's just segregating out the corm itself. Oh, he's going in a container though.
Okay.
Okay, several at once. This is multiplying the amount of banana. The thing about banana growing though is you're growing corms automatically next to them.
Yeah.
So why do we need to do this?
So, but in this case, you're getting multiple from the same propagation.
The same propagation. Oh, I see. So you're gonna get 3-4 pups out of one corm that's separate.
Which, if you were to just plant as one, you would only get one.
That's true, yeah.
That's kind of interesting. It's kind of like tricking the plant. It's like a hack.
Yeah, and if you know, because you get so many bananas off, or corms, or offshoots, you could give this to a friend. It'd be kind of a cool gift.
Could start a whole new 3-sister mound like that. That's cool.
Very cool. Okay, oh, I'm so in, dude. Mosquito air defense laser. Bop.
You can actually see it zapping.
You can see the laser stop where it hits the mosquito. It's like refracting
But here's the thing.
Poor body.
Some of these don't look like mosquitoes. I think it's also zapping some good boys.
There's no way something is getting 100% mosquitoes here. But to be honest, if I had a high concentration of mosquitoes and a relatively lower concentration of beneficials, I would probably still do it.
If I'm sitting outside?
If I'm sitting outside, because the mosquitoes are so bad. I'm curious how it actually works. So, like, how is it detecting in the air? Some sort of AI vision system. But honestly, if this is a prototype or something and it gets more sophisticated,
you're like, I'm buying.
I'm buying it. I'm buying it for sure. Or getting a bat.
Maybe if you get,
I've been
like an actual flying bat.
I've been trying to get bats at this house for 3 years though.
I thought you meant like a baseball bat. I was like, I don't know, that's
not gonna do much for me. Okay. Oh, dude. This is so cool. I wish I could do this in real life.
Oh.
Harvesting cinnamon, you know how it's a bark?
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's
I guess I never really thought of it. Yeah.
This is
like the good one?
cassia cinnamon here. Because apparently, he ate it straight up? Fresh?
I'm interested.
How do you think that tastes?
I know. I wonder what it smells
like. Is it more dilute?
I guess so, because you dry it,
because the water?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's done exactly like cork. Because you know how cork, you strip and let it regrow? I think you probably do this as well.
And you could do it multiple times. The tree doesn't die when you do it. No. You just have to be careful and do it like not every year.
I am very into this idea.
Maybe we could grow cinnamon here.
We should look into it.
We should look into it.
If you've grown cinnamon, let us know in the comments, please. Oh, it's our boy. Shout out to Potato Ty. He's been on the channel. But he's
been here.
He's talking potato carrots now.
Oh.
Okay, so it's time to show you how baby carrots get processed at the plant. He mostly grows potatoes.
Yeah.
But he does have some other crops. A barrel washer, because right now they're normal sized carrots.
Yeah.
Right? They're rinsing the carrots off. Dude, how satisfying would it be to be in this factory?
I think it would actually be really fun.
The smell of that many carrots would be so good.
That actually would be really good.
Sweetness?
Yeah, I actually think that would be delicious.
Okay, so they're washing them, they're scrubbing them down.
Because you know they're coming out dirty.
Because obviously you really want carrots to be sold. See, there he says, they're gonna grade the carrots. If they're trashy enough, my assumption is they become a baby carrot.
Yeah,
right?
That's my guess too. Okay.
So 3-pound bags on normal carrots, which is great.
Okay.
And then, the cool part, okay, here we go. All the carrots that are undersized, and these are carrots that are getting made into baby carrots.
So you don't grow baby carrots?
No, you do not grow baby carrots.
Crushing some dreams out here.
So they chop them down to size, they go up and, this is the craziest part about it, is one baby carrot could be 1/3 of one carrot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then they tumble them and kind of round them off, it looks like.
It looks like they're getting there.
Dude, this is the thing.
A million different knives.
A lot of people trash on agriculture of any kind as home gardeners, which I think is incorrect.
Yeah.
When you see a guy like Ty, family farm in Canada, making the most of the produce like this, how else are we getting fed right now?
People don't want to buy random like broken carrots or things that aren't the right size.
Yeah.
So they're actually making a new product out of it.
What's interesting about this, Jacques, is the consumer, you and I watching, we would not, for whatever reason, buy chunked out broken carrots because it's just not aesthetic to us.
Yeah.
So someone has to invent this whole way to make them baby size so they look cute and you buy them, even though it was the same thing.
That's true.
You know?
Somehow they taste better.
Somehow they taste better.
I don't know why.
Ty, we salute you and we love your baby carrot regime. Okay, so some sort of weeding implement here on the farm.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I'm a fan of this.
I like it. I like it. So what's happening, it looks like, is that there's wheels that are above like what looks like maybe charred. And so anything that's tall just gets pulled by the tire and just ripped out of the ground.
But is it actually getting it? It doesn't even look like it's really getting it.
I think it's just popping the roots out of the ground.
Oh, so it'll drop them still?
Exactly. So it's not like cleaning it, but it is killing them.
It feels like overkill for the method to me.
Yeah.
To run that many weird tires through the field. I don't know. It feels like you and I could run through that field and just bop, bop, bop.
Yeah, but you know your back's gonna get tight.
But I'm trying to get jacked, you know? So maybe it's what I need. Send me out there, guys. Send me to France. Oh, I'm attracted to this.
That is beautiful
very,
there.
very looking. I can't even have words right now. I just spoke no English.
But we know that it's a fig.
It's a fig.
We could say that.
It's a fig, and you know what? It's almost like my fig in the front yard. Because I planted a yellow long-neck fig running horizontal, and I trained it, but I didn't train it this beautifully. So they basically ran the main stem, what would be normally growing vertically, out almost 100 feet, it looks like. And they're throwing out laterals and then training those upwards. You're getting how much production off of this?
You're getting a lot, but I think the main thing that's really neat about this is that you don't need like a giant greenhouse.
No.
You could just do a low thing because you're making the tree grow basically off the ground.
You could put this in a low tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like as a home gardener in a warm zone at least, or even like say you did this with a Chicago hardy fig, which by the way, we sell on the Epic Gardening shop, shop.epicgardening.com. You could do this down to like a zone 6, 7.
Yes.
And you could throw like a 10-foot long fig. Maybe we'll have to do a grafting video.
I've actually seen some farms do this in greenhouses where they just chop it down every year and just fold it.
Just keep going.
And it just keeps it tight and small.
Yeah. Figs are one of the easiest fruits to grow.
Do whatever you want.
They'll do anything. You could chop one off, try to root it by dreaming about it, and it'll still root. You don't have to put it in the soil. So really cool method though. I haven't seen this one before.
Very neat.
Okay, the dreaded T-post, which we use a lot of in our garden. Hard to get in the ground unless you have one of those slammer tools. Like
right there, yeah. But really hard to get out.
And I guess not anymore, right? Because look at what he's doing. He's creating a wedge there, and then every little notch he keeps pulling.
Archimedes would be proud. Archimedes, yeah, I think so. Yeah. I mean, it's like leverage, and you're getting the pulling force from that.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, but I've had to dig out literal pits to pull out a rusted in T-post.
If it's rusted in and like fused with the soil, the soil is clay.
I don't know if this would help you there though.
Probably not, but look, cool. Anything that works, because it's hard to get them in, it's hard to get them out. That's a great hack. And T-posts are one of the most versatile things you can use in the garden. And cheap, most of the time. I don't know about you, but the future of farming is looking pretty exciting, both in high and low tech. Curious what you think. If you want to see some of our other Gardeners React videos, check this playlist out right here. Good luck in the garden and keep on growing.